Hello everyone, I am the Old Connoisseur. Welcome to my thoughts on the 14th episode of the 6th season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, also known as Cart Before The Ponies. And I'd like to say very quickly, that right there, thank you. Thank you for 500 subs. Expect a Q&A announcement very soon where you'll be able to ask your questions. I'm shouting it out right here. It's going to be a good Q&A, okay? Thank you all. So, without further ado, here are my thoughts. I'm going to have to say that this episode was filler. This episode was not the best. In fact, it was probably the worst of the season. And I don't think a lot of people have much to say about this episode that's good. If they do, that's fine. I didn't see much of it. The ending of the episode recovered it. But other than that, the episode was it was basically setting up for failure. It starts off with the CMC in school, and they're being told that they're able to participate in the derby, and that they're able to ask one of their older ponies or friends to help them. And of course, this is where Rarity, Applejack, and Rainbow Dash comes in. Now, the thing is that the CMC grew as characters in this episode because they decided that they were going to choose different medals to win. They were actually trying to challenge themselves. Because instead of doing the medals that they know they could win, they wanted to challenge themselves, and that's great for growing. They wanted to explore the world. They wanted to explore their range of creativity. And Rarity, Applejack, and Rainbow Dash pretty much ruin it. They take over the episode. They take over the stage. They build all of the carts. They race the carts. They crash because that's their karma, pretty much. And only then do they learn. And it's nice that they had a redo race, but the fact is that they broke all of the rules. They took it on so head on that they didn't even bother listening to them. When they said, "Oh yeah, we heard you say our carts, but we mean it as our carts, not yours." It's just, there was a lot going on for this episode in the wrong direction. To describe Rarity, Rainbow Dash, and Applejack in this episode in descriptive words that I usually say is oblivious, blinded, and selfish. They just absolutely shoved the CMC out. And I know I'm sounding like I'm ranting, and in a sense I am. This is my inner rant, but at the same time, everybody is thinking this. It's obvious. It's painfully obvious. And what I don't understand is that the CMC said that it was hard for them to speak up to older ponies. One, I'm glad that Rarity said what she said, is that not older ponies doesn't mean that they're smarter. I mean, you know, people could say like, oh, Bulk Biceps is big and strong and old, but he's not incredibly intelligent, at least not like the main six intelligent. But we've seen them talk to the sisters before and ask them things, and even sometimes demand things. I can't really name episode examples, but I know for a fact that they've done this before. We know that they've stood up for themselves. So why here? Why were they really not, like, yelling in their faces about it? It really is a little odd, and overall this episode was poor. It just flat out was. The ending was fine, where we learned the moral, although we already knew the moral, but it was nice. It's just, you know, the best thing about this episode is not even the episode. It was the songs. The background music for the montage and the actual song. The song sounded nice, but again, the lyrics were basically what they were saying. You know how I say that there are two types of songs? One kind of song where they're just singing what they're doing, and that's really what they're thinking in their head, and the other song is actually what they're saying out loud. This is more of the thinking in your head song, okay? Rarity's thinking, oh, I've made the most creative cart. Applejack's thinking, I've made the most traditional cart. Rainbow Dash thinking, I've made the fastest cart. And the CMC are all in agreement, this is not what we wanted. And that's all in their head. The song sounded nice, but what it was preaching, it stinked. Everybody here, everybody watching this video was probably feeling horrible for the CMC, and I was. And it just goes to show that Rarity, Applejack, and Rainbow Dash really need to step it up on the awareness level, okay? They need to, like, take into consideration what other ponies want. And now that I'm taking a big breath, I'm gonna have to give this episode, like, not even a 6 out of 10, like 5 out of 10. I really can't. Like, it's not a good episode. It's just not, okay? It's filler. I really hope that next week's episode steps up. I think that next week's episode looks promising to be a fun-filled episode, but they can easily take it the wrong way by overdoing it. And that's exactly what they did here. They overdid it. I really would like someone to ask at a convention to the staff when they show up what they thought of this episode, because I hope that they're not thinking this is the best episode or like one of the top episodes. This really isn't. With that out of the way, please share your thoughts below. If there's anything you liked, please share it. I'm not going to argue with you. I'll probably say I agree, and I can see why you would think that, but I want to hear it. I love hearing your thoughts. So as always, I'm the Old Connoisseur. I thank you for your time, and if you want to keep up to date, please make sure to subscribe and just like the video if you'd like. So, I will see you in the next video. Probably the Q&A announcement. I'm excited.